Every single time you stood up and came back to find your dog in your seat, you moved him, you shooed him off, maybe you laughed, maybe you got slightly annoyed, and he looked up at you with those eyes and slowly climbed down, and you thought nothing more of it. You did not know what you were actually doing in that moment. You did not know what he was trying to tell you, and he had been trying to tell you the same thing every single day, possibly for years. Your dog was not stealing your seat. He was doing something so deeply loyal, so completely devoted, so rooted in how much he loves you, that once you understand it, you will never move him again. Let's start with what your seat actually is to your dog, because it is nothing like what you think it is. Your dog experiences the world almost entirely through smell. His nose contains around 300 million scent receptors. Yours has about 6 million. That is not a small difference. That is a completely different sensory universe. Things you cannot detect at all. Your dog reads like a detailed letter, written in a language built specifically for him. And every single time you sit in that seat, you leave behind something invisible to you and overwhelming to him. The natural oils from your skin, the trace hormones your body releases when you are relaxed, when you are stressed, when you have just come home after a long, exhausting day. The entire chemical signature of who you are, concentrated, layered, soaked into that cushion over months and years of you sitting in exactly that spot. When your dog presses his face into your seat and exhales slowly, he is not looking for comfort. He is wrapping himself in the closest thing to you that exists in the room when you are not physically there. That scent is you. It carries your emotional state, your presence, your warmth. Research has confirmed that dogs can detect human emotional states through scent alone: anxiety, calm, happiness, grief. Your dog does not just smell that you were there. He reads exactly how you were feeling when you sat there, and he presses himself into all of it because it is the most concentrated version of you he can access the moment you leave. Now here is the part that changes everything, the part most owners never hear. Your dog is not taking your seat, he is guarding it. Dogs descended from pack animals with clear social structures, where one of the most important responsibilities a bonded pack member had was protecting the resting place of the individual they were most attached to, not claiming it, not dominating it, protecting it, holding it, keeping it safe and present until the person it belongs to returns. When your dog settles into your spot the second you stand up, a significant part of what is happening is preservation. He is keeping your scent concentrated. He is maintaining your presence in the space where you belong. He is, in the only way available to him, making sure your place is still yours when you come back. Studies on canine attachment behavior have found that dogs with the strongest bonds to their owners show significantly more seat-occupying behavior when left alone, compared to dogs with weaker bonds. Read that again. The more your dog loves you, the more likely he is to be sitting in your seat the moment you leave it. What you have been reading as cheekiness, as a little power game, as your dog being opportunistic, is actually one of the most reliable measurements of how deeply he is attached to you. You have been misreading love as mischief your entire life. Now, why your seat specifically? Why not the armchair in the corner? Why not the sunny patch on the floor that has been warm all afternoon? Why not the expensive dog bed you bought that he walks past every single day without a second glance? Your dog is not choosing comfort. He is choosing you. Dogs are extraordinary observers. They spend their entire lives studying the humans they live with, tracking routines, reading body language, building an incredibly detailed internal map of the household. Over weeks and months and years, your dog has concluded something about that seat. He has watched you return to it again and again. He has seen how your body relaxes the moment you sit down. He has noticed that you spend more time there than anywhere else in the home, that it is where you are most settled, most at ease, most fully yourself. And what his brain has concluded is that your seat is the most important location in the entire house. Not because of the cushion, because of you. And for a dog who has decided that you are his person, the spot where you spend the most time becomes the most meaningful place in his world. Researchers studying dogs in multi-person households have found that dogs will almost always choose the seat belonging to the person they have the strongest bond with, even when other seats are equally warm, equally comfortable, and completely available. The attachment drives the choice. The love drives the choice, every single time. There is also something physical happening that works alongside everything else. Your seat is warm, and warmth matters to a dog in a very real, biological way. Dogs run at a slightly higher body temperature than humans. Their metabolism burns hotter, and their bodies are always seeking warmth to run efficiently. But here is what makes your seat different from every other warm surface in your home. It is warm and it smells like you. It is warm and it feels safe. The warmth and the scent and the attachment all work together, which is exactly why your dog walks past the sunny floor patch, past the warm corner, past the dog bed, and goes straight for the one spot in the house that has all of it at once. Now the moment that stops people completely when they first hear it. Your dog starts moving before you even stand up. You have not shifted yet. You are still sitting there, but he is already watching you with a different quality of attention. Alert, ready, already calculating. And here is what is actually happening. Dogs are pattern recognition machines operating at a level of precision most humans cannot fully grasp. Your dog has been studying you specifically, every single day, since the moment he came to live with you. He knows the sound your phone makes when you set it down before getting up. He knows the specific way your weight shifts in the cushion right before you stand. He knows the exact quality of breath you take before you move, versus the one you take before you speak. Every micro signal your body produces unconsciously has been catalogued, connected to an outcome, and filed away. By the time you are consciously deciding to stand up, your dog has already read the signals, calculated the distance, and is in motion. He is not reacting to you. He is anticipating you, based on a predictive model of your behavior that is more detailed than anything you have built about yourself. This is not your dog being annoying. This is your dog demonstrating one of the most sophisticated cognitive abilities in the animal kingdom, applied entirely and specifically to you. Pull all of this together now. The scent, the warmth, the guarding instinct, the pattern recognition, the attachment that science has measured and confirmed in study after study. Every single layer points to the same thing. Sleep is the moment of maximum vulnerability for any animal. Choosing where to rest, where to let the guard down completely, carries evolutionary weight that thousands of years of domestic life have not erased. Your dog could rest anywhere. He chooses the spot that smells most like you, holds your warmth, and carries the highest concentration of your presence in the physical world. He chooses to be vulnerable in the place that feels most like you, which means he is choosing to be vulnerable because of you. Because you are the thing that makes the world feel safe enough to rest in. That expensive dog bed you bought him, he walks past it every day. He does not want the bed. He wants you. And when he cannot have you, he takes the next best thing. The place where you were. The place that still smells like you are there. The place he has decided, without ever being taught, is the safest location in his entire world. So the next time you come back to find him settled in, looking up at you with those completely unapologetic eyes, do not move him. Sit down beside him instead. Because what he did when you stood up was not rude, and it was not dominant, and it was not some small power struggle you needed to win. It was the quietest, most honest, most biologically sincere thing he knows how to say. You are my safe place, and I was keeping it warm for you. If this changed how you see your dog, drop a paw in the comments and tell me your dog's name. And share this with someone who has been moving their dog off the sofa for years without knowing what it actually meant.